So a couple of days ago, I was asked to record a session of how to solo the Deathwatch Bunker, or the DWB, as a bounty hunter for all guildies. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So strap in, boys and girls, this is going to be a lengthy one. As a bounty hunter, we do have a lot of defenses and so on, but we're not as tanky as a commando. So if anything, we're gonna be like playing the hard mode of like soloing the Deathwatch Bunker in both getting the keys down to the mine, and how to tackle all the different variations of NPCs. So I'm going to show you the build. I go full rifle line because it provides me the most damage and defenses. I take the injected back to tanks, the shield line, full assault, down to enduring assault for the sustained damage with the action cost, which will really help, and with return fire. The most key parts of this element is, of course, having full line in ambush, the enduring assault, prescience, and shields, and we will tackle that as we get into the bunker as to why that exactly is. For my 5-piece set and jewelry, I'm running Enforcer, as this gives me the most sustained DPS overall, while Flawless is still good and can be used as well, due to the extra crit and strike throughs that you will get from the Flawless set and the damage overall. I just find that with the Enforcer, you're just gonna out DPS in lengthy fights. So yeah. That's the build, and we're just gonna head on towards the Deathwatch Bunker. Also, before you go down to the Deathwatch Bunker, you're gonna have to be fully buffed in terms of everything that you got. Attack stems from officers, you're gonna need extra healing stems, all the medic buffs, some food if you have it, and an entertainer buff. Down in the Deathwatch Bunker, it's going to be 75% energy damage and it's going to be 25% kinetic. So having at least those holes covered in your defenses is going to help you out tremendously. When it comes to power-ups, I run full assault damage power-ups as a bounty hunter, as it just gives you the most damage overall. Since I'm already running at 50% crit chance, so having more damage while I have 50% crit is gonna help out huge. So I'm gonna take the AT-AT head down in the bottom of the guild hall, and I'm just gonna head over to the Deathwatch Bunker, and then yeah, see you in a bit. So as you come down to the Deathwatch Bunker, the most important part, of course, is actually having the access to the Deathwatch Bunker, which you can get having to talk to Boba Fett on Tatooine in Jabba's palace. You'll need to talk to him once, where he mentions the Deathwatch Bunker, and then you will be able to have access to it and get into the first room. In the first room, you'll encounter two NPCs first that are Black Suns. Take out the first one really quickly and then switch to the second one, as there is a slight timer until they activate their abilities, which is the one where they throw grenades and they do extra damage. They're all Black Suns and Deathwatch in this bunker have commando abilities, so their grenades is like cryo grenade, cluster bombs, killing spree, etc. So once you go down to the next room, you'll have 3 NPCs, Super Battle Droid, and 2 more Black Suns. Kill the Black Suns first, as you want to reduce the amount of damage you receive as fast as possible. And then once it starts getting a little hairy, you can start popping your first part of the defenses. Here I'm just waiting to see how much damage I'm taking before I will pop the shields. Generally speaking, if you can manage to time it correctly, you can kill the first henchman pretty fast, and then switch to the second henchman, And as the second henchman turns on killing spree, you can prescience him and avoid pretty much his burst damage of grenades. Once you've done that and killed the second henchman, you will just have to focus on the super battle droid and wear him down. This is a pretty easy part once you have all the timing correctly, and don't reach any bugs where your shield doesn't activate, for example. The reason why I also kill the 2 NPCs first is basically that I don't want to be deathblowed, while the super battle droid does not deathblow you if you die. So you'll just get in-capped, which is really nice. So you want to watch out for the Black Suns. If they kill you, they will deathblow you, and if you fight the regular battle droids, they will also deathblow you. So keep that in mind. After you've cleared the second room, there is a room to the right of here where there's 3 NPCs, also a super battle droid, but that's where your first Deathwatch guard is, where you can have a chance of getting liquids. So if you can clear out that room. If not, I would just skip it, because generally speaking, the first rooms, which is also the what do we call the beginner room, doesn't have as many Deathwatch spawns overall, so your return for rotation is going to be slightly smaller. Once you pass the first room, or the first A key room, you'll be in the what's called the A rotation, which is the part after the first key. There you'll have more Deathwatch NPCs that you can kill and have a higher chance of liquids dropping for you, if that's what you're going for. Then after that room, it'll be the B key, so you'll be in the B rotation, which has even more Deathwatch NPCs to kill, and yeah, but I will explain where all the NPCs are. After recovering and having some of the cooldowns off, you will go into the next room and you will tackle the two battle droids here. Fairly easy to kill, but if you're not lucky, or let's say like you get an unlucky roll on all your defenses, they can hurt a bit. But generally speaking, they're pretty fast to kill and pretty easy to deal with. Here I decide to, of course, switch, not to waste some of my stems from the, what's it called? the GCW bases, so I don't want to waste those for this type, so I'm just going to use the regular officer healing stems. As you can see, with Enduring Assault ticking up, I'm not really using much action, and I have just constant assault spams, which is your better bread and butter for dealing with pretty much most of the content in this bunker. Moving on, you will just clear more Black Sun henchmen. Again, just solo it one by one, take 1 or 2 if you can, but generally I would just like to take 1 at a time. I'm in no hurry to go anywhere. So as you see, I'm clearing off the A key spawn room. There are 2 rooms that are attached to this, that goes nowhere, where 3 NPCs will spawn in, and there will each be 1 Deathwatch, which you can also have a chance of the liquids to loot. Press the terminal to activate the key, and you will start seeing guards spawn Deathwatch wise. Clear out the first 2 spawns, and then head to the back of the room. On the 3rd spawn, you will have the key holder spawn in a named NPC, which you will just kill and loot the first A key to progress through the Deathwatch bunker. Yeah, so once you kill Reagan Vart, he'll drop the key and you go over to loot. And here I find him in the midst of the third spawn that came, so I'll need to start tackling these three. Three NPCs can be quite challenging to do. You'll need to kill the first one fairly quickly and then switch over to the second one and prescience that one to reduce the oncoming or incoming onslaught of grenades. They're already using killing sprees, and they throw their grenades, which can do a hell of a lot of damage if you don't tackle it. So once those three are taken care of, you just go over and loot the key. And once you have the key, you go to the terminal and use that key. So NPCs that spawn from these terminals, they do not drop any liquids, so yeah, you're not gonna get anything from that. Turning right instantly, you will get your first rotation of the A key, or the A rotation. Here in this room, you'll have two NPCs to deal with. One is a Deathwatch NPC, and the other one is a Black Sun assassin. Since a Jedi had already been doing the rotation quite awkwardly, they have basically left the NPC standing. And then once you've cleared that room, the next room will have three NPCs. There's a guard holding that door, but generally you can just run past them and not get aggroed. So moving on, this super battle droid you will need to deal with, because he will aggro you as you walk past him. So just kill him while you have it as a one-on-one. Here you generally don't need to use your shields. You can just use fumble, prescience, and take cover to increase the glancing blows on you to reduce the amount of damage incoming as necessary. Just, you know, gradually heal up the damage that you receive. One super battle droid alone, when fully buffed, is not much of a threat. Although don't underestimate it, because they, luck behold, they can still land some pretty devastating blows on you and do a lot of damage one after the other. So if you're not careful, it can be quite punishing. Once you kill the super battle droid, you will kill this battle droid. There will be another battle droid a little further down the hallway, which you will also kill. You can just run past the Black Sun that's just around this corner here. So you keep on moving, you just kill this battle droid, and then after you've killed this battle droid, you'll encounter your next Deathwatch, which can drop a liquid. He'll be standing right here, where I'm standing right now, but there's already been a Jedi that took care of it, so the timer's on respawn. Once you walk past there, you'll kill this battle droid as well, because it's just gonna be annoying to deal with, as they will aggro you. So just kill everything that you encounter. So now I'll show you the A rotation. Generally, the way I like to do it is that you can go into this room where the Jedi is going. In there will be a super battle droid and two Deathwatch, one Wraith and one Blood Guard that spawns in. Again, same strategy, take out the two Deathwatches first and then counter the super battle droid last. Then you can move down here into this hallway. There will be two Deathwatch spawns as well, one where I'm pointing at here, and one further down this hallway right around this corner. Kill them one by one. There's no need to take them both at the same time, as you, again, if you follow the rotation, you can do all these one by one, and by the time you finish the first rotation, the next batch will start spawning, and you just make a loop. The next Deathwatch that will spawn will be here, and the last Deathwatch will be here. And that's the A rotation. So you do those Deathwatches, and you'll have a good chance of getting liquids. If you want to continue and you want to go down to the B room, I'll show you exactly how to do that. We'll kill the Super Battle Droid as they will aggro you, and it's not good to have Super Battle Droids basically ruin your day. So just kill it, get it over with, and yeah, try not to waste your cooldowns if necessary, as the more you have to wait, the longer it can take you to get down to the bunker. So once you kill the first SBD in this room, you're gonna have to counter the second SBD, but this second one will aggro a third Super Battle Droid. 2 Super Battle Droids is gonna be a tough one for a bounty hunter to take on, so pop your shields and your return fire and punch out as much DPS as possible to kill this first Super Battle Droid as possible, because if your shields run down and that's first Super Battle Droid is not taken care of, it's gonna cause you a lot of trouble. Kill it as fast as possible and then take care of the other one, and then it's a piece of cake. One thing to note here, as a strategy when dealing with multiple NPCs that aggro you, space out your defenses. Don't pop it all at once. You will see that I pop shields and return fire because that will give me the most bang for the buck. As with Enforcer, my return fire will last longer than the shields, and I'll still get the damage increase from the damage that the shield absorbed, and so on. Once the shield goes down, then I will take cover, because I need the glassing blow chance for that matter. So yeah, space out your defenses, don't pop it all at once, make sure that you have your defensive abilities when you need it. Hit the second terminal, and then you go back to the room where you came from, or the hallway, where the NPCs will spawn from. Again, same strategy, 2 spawns you can take out solo, and then the third spawn you will have to deal with an extra NPCs as well as a named NPC in there, but try and fight in the hallway, as they're on the third wave of spawn. Multiple Deathwatch NPCs will spawn inside that bigger room. So yeah, second pass key, or the B key as it's called, you loot that from the named NPC and you'll move on. Right here I'll show you that where that SBD is, there is another hall for down to a room where there'll be also an SBD, but 2 more Deathwatch, which you can also farm in the rotation if need. It does require you to kill an extra SBD and run through this whole hall with SBDs, but if you can muster it, it's also worth the chance for an extra roll on the liquids. Press the terminal and just run right through. That SBD will not aggro you unless you get real close and poke it. So, welcome to the B rotation rooms. So here you'll be encountering several NPCs actually. Where I'm standing right now, there'll be a Deathwatch and a Battle Droid down the stairways, and where I just ran past, there'll also be a Deathwatch and a Battle Droid that will spawn. In the room to the left here, there will be also 2 Deathwatches NPCs that you can farm. in the B rotation, but there will also be an SVD that you will need to take care of first to make it easier on the second Deathwatch. So yeah, there you go. There's a Deathwatch spawn, so I'll take my chance of killing him first and have a go at the loot roll, see if anything drops. However, since this is a guide video, I'm not expecting anything from this. It's going to be fairly short. It's already been a very lengthy video and so on. So editing, it's going to be quite a chore. But I'll do my best to shorten it down so that it's most informative overall. So yeah, you kill that Deathwatch for the chance for a liquid. Here I'm just clearing out my inventory. And I'm just gonna wait for the other NPC to spawn, because since the first one spawned, I know there's gonna be respawns happening fairly shortly. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna go in, kill that super battle droid real quick, and then yeah, walk past it basically first. Kill this NPC first, get my chance. That super battle droid will aggro me. There you go. It's now aggroed me. So I'll just deal with this real fast. So following up with the next room, you will go in here and have your chance with another 2 Deathwatch NPCs. So yeah, again, same strategy, kill one as fast as possible and then use your defenses if necessary on the second one, as they will pop killing spree with the cluster bombs, which can do a significant amount of damage if not tamed. Also worthwhile, this room does have 3 NPCs if it's all full spawn and hasn't been cleared. So you'll have the 2 Deathwatch NPCs and a battle droid to deal with. You can kite these NPCs around corners and try and take them out individually. So there's the next room after that. There will be a Black Sun, 2 Black Suns actually, and a Deathwatch in there. So you can just kill these 2 Black Suns one by one and then deal with the Deathwatch NPC. Since this spawn is coming up fairly soon, there will be, I'm just gonna wait for the Deathwatch to spawn and I have another go at the loot table. Alright, so following to the third room here, we will have 2 Deathwatch NPCs and the Super Battle Droid. Same strategy, kill the first NPC as fast as possible and try and extend your defenses for as long as possible before you will need to pop them, because the longer you wait with popping your defenses, the more you can have your chances with defeating the Super Battle Droid and not waste anything. So again, kill the 2 NPCs and then deal with the Super Battle Droid. So yeah, the NPCs are now respawning back on top here, which we ran past before. So now I'll show you going down the stairs or finishing off the rotation, and as well as getting the mine pass key. So here I'm just waiting for the overall cooldowns in general. So there'll be that battle droid, and then there'll be a wraith. Kill them both too, then go down the stairs, kill another battle droid and a wraith. And then at the end of the first stairway, so on the first floor, I guess it'll be the first floor, there'll be 2 Deathwatch NPCs, a Bloodguard and a Wraith, which you will also get another chance for. So overall, the B rotation is probably the most bang for the buck, if you can do it most efficiently, of getting the Deathwatch chance. So yeah.
Nice.
Well, color me surprised. I didn't expect to actually loot a liquid this early on in this video, actually. Usually, like, I could be spending 1 hour to 2 hours in the bunker just to receive anything or nothing at all. But again, it's just RNG luck. But holy shit, that just made me happy. So yeah, like, okay, no, like, next Deathwatch one, it'll be at the right bottom of the floor, and there'll be a Super Battle Droid. So yeah, again, same strategy. Kill the Deathwatch first, as they will death blow you, and then kill the Super Battle Droid last. And then once you've done that, you head down to the right side of this hallway, glass hallway, and then take the first left corner when you can to go further down. Run past the Super Battle Droid, because if you do it fast enough, it won't aggro you. So you just run past it and move further down. So just keep taking lefts when you go down and to the right, down past the first Battle Droid, Super Battle Droid, sorry. That's where the mines are, but you won't have access to the mines until you've gotten the mine key. Well, there you go, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I just had never experienced this before in a Deathwatch bunker run at all, having 2 liquids drop that one after the other, and I just want to humbly apologize to the entire community. If you ever experience this, please report a bug fix for this, because it's no, I'm just joking, but holy shit. Yeah, that's it. I'm never gonna loot another liquid for another month or so. I just used up all my luck tokens, if there is any of such things. So yeah, what a great way to sort of end this video, because we're nearing the end of it. So yeah. Here there's a Super Battle Droid. At the end, you won't aggro it if you don't cross the line into that hallway. So you can technically just stand just before it, hit the switch, and run all the way back to where the spawn for the first NP Deathwatch will be. Again, it'll be 3 spawns, but for this last one, for the mine key, you're gonna have to play a little tricky in order to get that key. So kill the first NPC first, and the second spawn will be coming along, and there will be 2 NPCs that you will need to kill, and kill them as fast as possible, because the third wave will not spawn until the second wave has been defeated. But if you don't kill the second wave fast enough, the third one will spawn instantly after you kill the last NPC of the second wave. So stand here by the corners because they will attempt to run away and LOS you. But if you stand right there, they'll just have line of sight and they'll come back to you as soon as possible. Again, kill the NPC as fast as possible. And as soon as you kill the second NPC, run to where the stairway upwards is, but not too far in to where the Super Battle Droid will aggro you. So just run. And there. Third wave will spawn. You'll hide around this corner as the NPCs will actually patrol down where the hallway is, as there will be 2 Super Battle Droids that spawn plus 2 extra Death Watch and the named NPC that will drop the key. They will all spawn there. But if you just wait a bit, the NPCs will walk down the hallway and you can just kill the named NPC by yourself with no hassle whatsoever and get the key. Once you've gotten the key, you can then wait for the NPCs to despawn or attempt to kill them yourself. Or if you so feel so bold to try to do it, hit the terminal first and then run all the way back up and wait for them to de-aggro you if you do it fast enough. So yeah, that is basically how to solo the Deathwatch bunker to get all 3 keys into the mines. And once you're in the mines, there really isn't that many Deathwatch spawns that you can go for. It's not viable in terms of like rotations. So yeah, here's a little bonus tip: is you can actually aggro that NPC, that Deathwatch NPC Wraith that's around the corner here, if you stand right at the edge of the doorway before it pushes you back, and you can actually get some damage and have him aggro you. And then you can just pull around the corner and he'll come out of his hiding spot, and yeah, you can have another chance for looting liquids. But that's pretty much it for the guide for as a bounty hunter on hard mode, as bounty hunter is a little bit more difficult to go through the bunker. But if you play your cards right and you have the correct amount of damage as well as defenses, it's manageable and you can do it. It's not as quick as having a Dark Jedi or just Light Side Jedi and just like have all 3 rooms for yourself. But if you want to solo the bunker as a bounty hunter or as a commander, do check out the guides here. So yeah, this has been Chronicle Pride with the bounty hunter guide for the Deathwatch bunker solo, and I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, peace out.